It is Monday 17th of September, it's just coming up to 10 o'clock. This is the pound dollar on a monthly time frame, just looking at what it's doing this month. It's starting to look bullish, and if we can maintain this momentum to the upside during the second half of the month, it could be a chance to see a bit of a retrace back up to at least 133. Possibly even 140. It's a big ask, and it may take another 6 months before it does that. If you can just see where the last major high was way back in November 2007, before the recession, and then we were up over $2.11, and then we sold off, and then we've been consolidating. Then we had a big old move, big sell-off with the referendum. So if we can drill down into the weekly, just to show you where we're at right now at the moment. What I've done is I've put some fibs using the last major swing high, and then the most recent, the last major one being 171, just shy of 172. Again, that was back in July 2014, and that basically just shows that we've gone down with the referendum down to 118, and we've seen a nice retrace with a double top around 143. And then since then, we've had a nice little retrace throughout most of this year. Started back in April, where we're seeing a bit of a move up. What we've got here is really a move from up to my fib zone in around the 76.4, and then we've come down into my fib zone, down into the 82%. So if it's going to continue down, it would need to break below 130, and then potentially we could see another retest of the 118, 120, even possibly even lower, which is that would be quite a big move down, which could be setting up over the next few months, getting ready for getting ready for Brexit, which is going to be in March. So we'll see really what happens with that. So that's one potential move over the next few months to look out for, back down to 120, 118. For now, we're having a little bit of a retrace up, and just to look at a couple of upside targets that I've got. If we look at the daily, you can see that there is a potential move up to 133. Which could be just setting up really for another big sell-off, because overall we're in a bit of a downtrend, and what we've seen is a retrace up to 143 over the last so many months, and then a bit of a sell-off that is slowly working its way down to retest at 118. We have bounced off the 61.8, which is key support, and you can see that it's done a double retest there as of the start of this month, really, which was kind of like signalling a potential move up. That's a bullish candle, which is engulfing the previous week, or previous day rather, and then we see it again here, another bullish engulfing candle with a nice move up. We've had very little movement to the downside, but as I say, we're sort of testing support resistance right now, and if we can break above 131, then it's a clear path up to at least 133. If this resistance holds, there's also a moving average, a 100-day moving average, providing some resistance. If this resistance does hold, then the next move will be at least down to 128, 127, possibly 126, making a new low, which would take us right down as a beautiful swing trade down into my fib zone, down to around 122. So that is one to look out for. If we just look and focus on this move, this sell-off that we've had to the downside, and look at the retrace right now, what I've done is on the 4-hour time frame, I've taken the high at 143, the low at 126. There's the trend lines showing that we're in a bit of an uptrend. We have seen a bit of a move down at the end of last week, which was Friday, to test this trend line. We're now using this trend line as resistance as opposed to support. If it can break above, as I say, if it can break above 131, then really it's got a clear path to at least 133. Next target would be 133.17. First target that I had was 130.66, which was here. It did that, and then it dropped back, tested the trend line, went back up, did a double top. Was it finished to the upside? No. It had another go to the upside, and so it's put in a marker up here. Now it's just dropped back, so we could see another climb up. And as I say, if we do get another move up, it can use this trend line, this current trend line, as support, and there's no stopping it really to potentially get up to 133. It's got a clear run to at least 133. If it maintains bullish momentum, 135 would be the next target, which is a 50% fibs, a halfway mark, which would potentially give it some momentum to 137 and then 139. But right now, we're eyeing up the potential another big move, some 200 pips up to 133. As I say, if it can do that short term, we are going to maintain some bullish momentum, maybe spike up. One final move at 133, and then it could be poised and ready for another drop, another sell-off. So there's potential for some long swing trades to make some good pips. Also, there is the continuation short, longer term, which can also generate some 300, 400, 500, 600 pip moves. So I think pound dollar is one to watch, and certainly is one that I'm interested in monitoring and stalking. And right now we're long to 133 from 130, 130.80 being 130.60 to 80 being the key support level. If it breaks 130.60, breaks this level here and starts going down, maybe tomorrow, which is a turnaround Tuesday, it could be tomorrow. If it does do that, if it does fail to continue to the upside and start to go down, as I say, it could be the start of a move, a bigger move back down to 127 and then 122. So these next 2 days, I say, are key to monitor. There's an engulfing bearish candle here on the 4 hour, which could be a signal to start shorting. Then we're just going to monitor this retrace up, this retest of this high, and see how it reacts. If it fails, as I say, then it can use all of this as resistance and start to curl over and drop back down again. So we'll just keep an eye on it and see how we get on over the next few days. But right now we're still bullish and we're still long, looking for 133 from about 130. Anywhere below 130 stops would be considered at around 130.50. What was the last swing low? Down to 130.56. So we'll look at stops somewhere below here. Don't think it has any business to come down here unless it's looking to actually break down and go lower. But it could simply drop again and just try and suck in a few people to start shorting up here before doing a U-turn and going back up. But hopefully it will just continue to go up in a bullish sort of momentum without too much fuss. But certainly if it does start to drop, then I think profit taking would have to be locked in some profit around 130.50 area, and then just see what happens below 130, and then start looking for shorts. But right now it's all about longs, at least short term. Thanks.